You ain't coming with the money or what we need. I don't care about your words and my opinion. Like,
I love it here.
don't DM me.
Welcome back, Real Talk Real Estate. I'm Scott Warner with the Capstone team, brokered by EXP. The person right next to me that I know but I don't really know is
Donovan Johnson with Coldwell Banker. Today, we're going to talk about the fun topic of falling in love with the house.
falling in love with the house. I thought we were talking about multiple offers. Hey, look, I hope that I have a client that falls in love that's like, hey, I want this house and I'm going to pay this much. But no, multiple offers and how to navigate through them. What do you think?
I think that it's a mixture of strategy, psychology, and a little bit of poker face. So playing some card games, maybe going to like my mama would say, the riverboat.
Oh,
You hear her say riverboat, they was like, we about to go
ooh.
gamble.
She
So
going out there.
she is, bro. She don't do it as much, but she used to love her slots.
I mean, a lot of buyers think multiple offers, hey, the seller's underpriced. That's not always true. I mean, the thing is, sometimes people just love the house. Guess what? It might not happen in this market, but in a hot market, it
Easy.
easy.
And think about it. It could be a perfect location, just a unique property, the perfect amount of upgrades that just really boost the home. There's so many factors that make everybody want something.
I mean, it's a dream scenario for sellers. For buyers, it might be a little scary about, oh God, what do I do? How do I buy this? I mean, how do I offer? And that's for us to go ahead and navigate through that river for them.
Right. And as humans, like, our emotions are like colorful. And you start getting emotions involved. Well, too high emotions, logic slowly starts to dissipate. So we're going to talk about how to not let the emotions run the deal to where possibly in the future you're double middle flipping us off.
I mean, that's the thing. Right now, we're going to be talking about buying strategies to win without overpaying, because that's the goal. First tip, have your financing ready to go. Don't be behind the game and being like, I got to get my financing. I got to get my pre-approval. No, have your pre-approval right. Let's go first and foremost, headed first.
Another thing is, like, so look, price is obviously, like, it's it's like on a sticker. It's the very first thing you look at, but there's other things that beef up your offer or can make it seem better. Like, basically, I'm saying sometimes less is more. So you may like the house, but you have a contingency of needing to sell your home or appraisal. There's just so much stuff you may need to happen, but a cleaner offer, even at a lower price, may get chosen over somebody that is trying to overpay but wants the sun, the star, and the moon with the house.
Yeah. And I've never had to run into this, but maybe you have. It's personalization, that old love letter type of thing of, man, I really love your house. I really love this. I mean, you have to do it within parameters. I mean, you can't just say everything that you want, but the thing is, you have the love letter. Like I said, I've never done that. Have you ever done that? Yeah, I'm talking about real estate, not real life.
No, I know. Ha 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 ha. But I had a mixtape in high school once called Donovan's Letters. I read Scarlet Letters and then got inspired, then wrote a mixtape. Don't
How did that go?
Not as good as the first tape, but it had one really good song on it, so it was a success.
Hey, can we clip that?
I was about to say, can I find it?
I hope yes, you can, but I hope not. So what's crazy is that the love letter happened when I was selling my mom's house. Somebody wrote a letter, and if I'm being honest, thought it was a joke. Like, I was like, this is not real estate. I sent it to one of my mentors, and they're like, oh, this is so cool. And I was like, why? Like, how is this if you ain't coming with the money or what we need, I don't care about your words, in my opinion. Like,
I'm trying to be here, and you're like, "Hey, I love it here."
don't DM me.
Don't do that. I mean, that's the thing. But how did it end? How did it end?
This is the part I hate the most.
I'm invested.
They're living in the house right now, and everything's great. Everything's good. So hey, maybe your love letter, it didn't crack my heart this time, but it worked on everybody else's.
I mean, and that's the thing. Look, it might not crack our heart. We might look at it and go, "Oh," but as soon as we hand it to the client, it might work. And the thing is, that's what we do. We help the client sell the house.
And what was cool about the love letter was that the agent was like, look, my client really wants me to give this to you. I don't want to give it to you, but because of the contract I signed, I have to look out for their interest. And she's like, please don't let this kill the deal. Like, she's like, delete this email if it gives y'all the ick.
So, question, did it happen before the numbers came out, or did it happen after the numbers?
Oh, we had multiple offer situation, and it was like 5 offers, and theirs was like the second best offer, but
But that letter won.
again, I was eye rolling at the letter. Other people in the transaction thought it was cool.
Look, the last thing is excellent. I mean, exhalation. Wow. Now I'm doing it. Ooh. Escalation causes, they work, but you have to be smart about it. I mean, don't just beat around the bush. Be the highest and best. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to tell my client. Hey, what's the highest and best? I have one deal going on right now, and it feels more in-house. I am actually it's a dual agent, but I'm letting Erin handle the buyer side because it was her buyer. I'm just listing it. And so it's like I tell my clients, hey, let's get the highest and best. And they're like, no, we wanna haggle back and forth. I'm like, just get the highest and best. And guess what? We got the highest and best and we made the deal work. You have that's what that see, look, I'm not the type of agent, and I'll play the game of start low, come back, start low, counter, counter, counter. I don't have a problem playing that game, but most of the time, if I'm the buyer's agent, I'm gonna say, hey, what's your highest and best? What to you, what is paying for this house? And that's what I go by.
I think it's the same when you're dealing with the seller, bro. Like, are we after the most amount of money, the least hassle, or like a combination? So,
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking to sellers, g give them a fair shot. Set a deadline for for the offer, for the counter, and then, get it be fair. As an agent, that is what I mean, the seller is asking you to do. Just be fair. Be fair to everybody and let them shoot their shot.
absolutely. And as an agent, we can't be so blindsided by price because it may be the trap almost to get you in. Because if there's some unrealistic appraisal or like a super long inspection period on something that doesn't need longer than 14 days, like that's just certain things that would make me as your agent call the other agent and be like, "Hey, do you mind kind of explaining where y'all were wanting to go with this offer?"
I mean, also counter the top 2 or 3 offers that you get. I mean, see if you can push them a little bit higher, but don't overplay your hand either. Don't let I feel it's a knife's edge. If you try to overplay your hand, guess what? You're falling off the cliff and you're starting at step 1.
And speaking of falling off the cliff, man, if you're dealing with a buyer and both in the buyer, like a seller and a buyer market, but especially now, you're getting into these multiple offers and people are losing. You got to be able to encourage them, like, hey, like, don't give up. Like, don't, just because we didn't get this home doesn't mean that, like, we suck. It just means that we just need to keep looking and not force our way into something because keep in mind, like when you're helping somebody buy at least, you got to be thinking of the future sale too. So
Yeah.
if you're buying high, they call you in a couple years and appreciation, whatever the rule of thumb is, right now being in this worst market, it's really like negative or even like 1.5%. Like it's not high right now, So it's really important about considering the big picture without just zooming in.
I mean, the other thing, sometimes sellers are nervous about scary buyers. It's a scary thing for them. Create competition, not chaos. Look, people, if you were the agent, you're leading this deal through this transaction, be the leader. People, when you're competent about what you say, people understand that and people move forward with that. They basically follow the leader.
Dude, absolutely. And I'm a big I'm big on protection, big bro vibes because if I'm only focus is to get you get keys in your hand, then there's a good that's kind of like used car salesman vibe if you know the vehicle something's wrong with it. Like we're here to protect the integrity and to promote everybody's best interest.
I mean, if a seller's torn between two offers, once again, look back, take a step back, look at the whole picture. I mean, you have terms, you have timing, and guess what? Maybe that love letter. Truthfully, I mean, that's what I'm gonna end on is that love letter. Maybe it works.
Right. And so multiple offers can seem stressful, but with the right strategy, you can take down any project. Buyers, you can just stay um aware, and then sellers, I would just stay disciplined on what the goal is.
Yeah, don't be over greedy. I mean, there's times to be greedy, and there's times to just get your house sold. And I think there's a time that you don't have. Hey, I can get what more than what I bought it for, but don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this to the next person because guess what? Would you like that person to do it to you? Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Real Talk Real Estate. I'm Scott Werner.
Donovan Johnson.
And I'm going to say his line. All love at the bottom.
Game point.